stars, 2 stories, next on Soapography. General Hospital star Rebecca Herbst is more than just a pretty face. Now, the actress who plays Elizabeth Weber opens up about the brutalities of the audition process.
If I don't go into an audition and nail it and I don't get it, I know that it could have been because I blew it.
She'll even tell us what she really thinks about the soap biz.
I kind of grew up thinking that they were naughty.
And while she isn't exactly like her character,
my husband has not tried to kill me.
She has had her fair share of challenges.
The first year of our marriage was a little bumpy. We still are trying to figure out our roles in each other's lives.
Child star Rebecca Herbst is all grown up. Now she plays bad girl turned heroine Elizabeth Weber on General Hospital.
Elizabeth back then was just such a troublemaker. And now she's such a strong person, and she knows who she is.
And Rebecca isn't all that different. Or is she?
I'm strong like Elizabeth is, but Elizabeth has gotten herself into some really interesting situations, like getting drugged by her husband.
Rebecca Herbst was born in the Los Angeles suburb of Encino, California.
My childhood memories are amazing, and we lived in a very quiet neighborhood. And back then, my sister and I were able to ride our bikes around the block or be on our roller skates, and we just had a really good time.
As a child, Rebecca was shy, and the future actress had trouble being on stage.
The only thing that I really had a struggle with was having to get up in front of my classroom and give an oral presentation. I used to talk my teachers into letting me do 2 book reports versus having to stand up and speak in front of my classmates.
While Rebecca may have been shy in the classroom, she certainly wasn't shy in the ring.
I started ice skating when I was about 3 years old. I just took to it immediately and loved it and started competing by the time I was 5 or 6.
Rebecca loved performing in front of a crowd, and when she hung up her ice skates, she decided to try acting.
It was just a very random thing that my sister had done a little exercise program for the Disney Channel, and one of the producers there said, oh, Becky should really get into this.
The then 6-year-old wasn't sure about acting until she was given a special incentive to do commercials.
I was told that if you do a commercial for a toy, they give you the toy, and that's all I had to say.
Rebecca went out for her first audition and landed a national commercial, but she didn't get a toy.
Oh, because it was for toilet paper.
Rebecca's commercial career was off and running.
I think I've done probably over 60 national commercials.
She was working hard and making a lot of money, but to her, life as a child star was business as usual.
I never even saw my first paycheck. I don't think I had any idea what type of money I was making. I did it because it was my hobby. Like some kids went and did cheerleading. I just went on auditions.
Rebecca loved to work in commercials so much, she decided to take the next step and segued into guest spots on primetime television shows like Beverly Hills 90210, Boy Meets World, and Step by Step. After years of pretty steady work, the producers of General Hospital approached the 20-year-old actress about the role of Sarah Weber.
Well, I actually auditioned for the role of my sister. And I screen tested, and it was me and about 5 other blonde girls. And I thought, this is odd, I just didn't feel like I fit in.
Rebecca's instincts were right. She didn't get the part. But producers were so impressed with her audition, they created a role just for her.
And then they called, and they said, we've created a role for you, and we're going to have you be Sarah's sister, Elizabeth Weber.
Elizabeth Weber showed up in Port Charles in August of 1997, but she was no angel.
She was this real rowdy, just troublemaker. black sheep type of child.
As an actress, the hard-working Rebecca had to dig deep to connect with Elizabeth, the wild child.
I'm strong like Elizabeth is, but at the same time, Elizabeth has gotten herself into some really interesting situations, like getting drugged by her husband. She falls for a lot of stupid things that I wouldn't.
General Hospital was a great gig for Rebecca as an actress and as a woman.
I met my husband here on General Hospital. He played the character Juan.
Juan was played by actor Michael Saucedo.
We worked together for about 1.5 years. We were friends and just high and by, and we worked together because we were both in a teen storyline.
The two pals maintained a strictly platonic relationship.
I never looked at him as a love interest, or he had a girlfriend and I had a boyfriend.
But then, one magical night in New York, something changed.
We danced together. We could feel the chemistry. There was something physical that happened that it was just, we couldn't ignore.
The couple started dating, and it wasn't long before Michael proposed.
He proposed to me about 30 times before I said, okay, let's go do it.
The couple was married in June of 2001.
I never had a dream of having this big wedding and a big ball gown. So we got our immediate family together and flew to Hawaii and got married on a little patch of grass near the beach.
After their wedding, Rebecca and Michael stayed in Hawaii for their honeymoon.
It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.